Hey everyone, Forever2 here, and welcome back to Reverse 1999 for a new update and, unfortunately, events. The Assassin's Creed collaboration has passed for a few days ago, and we are ready to go to a new story chapter, I believe, maybe called Paradise Regained. Now, I think this is a new chapter of the story, or a new event of a story, but there are a few things that we must look into before we go through. First of all, it is the second anniversary of Reverse 1999's release. So, we get rewarded with whatever this is. Right. Then other compensations we get. And of course, with new updates, we get new war jukeboxes and a new costume for characters. For Jessica, the Sound of Paradise. It looks like she is like from some Fey Wilds or some like something Regal Forest. Now there are other things as well. New character releases. Let's look at the summons. We get Antarctica. What I believe, I don't really know. All I know is she is an explorer, and this whole event, or this whole story, might take place in Antarctica. We might catch up here. So, I got a free little thing. Let's see if I'm lucky enough. Also, you may notice that I am recording from a gaming laptop, so the screen's going to be different upon finish. So, yeah. So let's look at what we got here when I first jumped back into the game. So we get a new character, and it's our favorite fishbowl, Lurik. We get in this event, we get him for free, which I'm happy for a free character. Hold on.
Procedural info, risk assessment, voluntary participation statement, and the all-important consent page. Just sign here, and we can get on with the experiment. I've been waiting for this day. We all have.
Yes, we've all.
Oh, don't forget to sign here too. We need it in duplicate. Standard procedure, you understand.
And we have been waiting for the moments where we heard that they might put you in our roster. So I'm not sure what you could do, my friend. Also, we get this as well. Epiphany stuff. Yeah. Just materials and whatnot. And we get new epiphanies for certain characters like Lucy, Samawise, Regulus, and Jessica. Then I believe her sign-in event is already here. Not sure what final exam is, but we get Matilda for free again. Then we already claimed this and used it, but it didn't do much. Again, if you have friends that play the game, or if you want to invite your friends to play this game, just do this, and you get 300 clear drops, but I don't need it. Then this stuff, Marine Time Rescue. So, I think I got this stuff, and Cocoon of Mists. So, character before tryouts, you could try, do with all that. But, this thing here, in the Spool's turn. This is, I think, Miss Erd's typewriter. So, if you want to do an annual report, which is a web event that you have to use your QR code just to do that. Not sure what this is, but it's going to be available in 14 days. This will be in 2 days. And I think you can select the 6-star Artifice and from the standard pool. So whatever standard character you can in need of, might as well try it. Then this, 64 in black and white. So I can log in here and to receive a cut-to-fit garment with 365 crystal drops. You can get any garment from the garment shop to receive another one for free. So, in other words, it's a discount. A discount, I believe. So, let's look at the bank and see what we have here. I got some stuff for free. Then this is for free. And it's icons. So, Inner Revelation, there's Stars Move and Symphonies, and Imagination Without Limits. It is free. Might as well get it. Alright, then what's in the garment shop is Madame Lucy in her unique unique one. My goodness. Look at this. Chess pieces? Golems. Oh my goodness. Yep. This might be the best looking costume for Lucy I've ever seen. This is her first one, by the way. So she doesn't wear just a shirt and just all metal body here. This is just her being the queen as always. Then we get Ricoletta in her other costume as well, a knight. Then Ulrich being a time mage or something, maybe. It looks so awesome, by the way. And with the discount icon, we getting Kipperina. If I would have gotten her, wait. Oh, it kind of looks like if she was having a floating arm here. So then all the other constants that you did not manage to get as well, including most of the uniques as well. I got most of them. In the Merrickmart, the White Wasteland, then there's the Preaching of Venus. I think Sweetheart. I have not enough of these things to buy them. Then other rewards, you can buy them. This is for, I think, the little La Source. I think that's her name. And that's about it. What about the pawn shop? You can get Nautica if you manage to get enough. Then in the Wilderness shop, it's all like winter. It's basically Antarctica. And that's it. That's all we have to show for. So, let us go ahead and get this started with, I'm thinking, Chapter 10. I'm not sure, but let's go ahead and find out. Or is it Chapter 11? There's us. Hey, it's a typewriter. And she's riding on a wolf. That's Nautica.
I think I found her.
Yeah.
The mother spirit slumbers to the south.
What the? Okay.
I'm the only one left. What happened to your research team?
And
how could traitors possibly serve them?
I don't like it, Granny. More dear.
A gesture of good faith.
Okay.
What's your purpose in all this?
Of course.
We're out of time!
What? There's a squirrel! Oh my goodness.
The road ahead will only grow more dangerous.
What is she doing?
Where are you going?
What is she doing?
At last, the moment has come. They shall lead us to the promised land.
Okay.
For the sufferer is the turn.
What the?
No!
The man on the wall. Whoa. Do not go to Antarctica. They're just bowing, just getting melted. Alright, Cosmic Horror. We got this. And Arcana's back. Yeah. Our queen's back. Again, this gets more weirder and weirder. Mom. Okay, so Miss Erd might be Ferdinand's mother. Okay. So, main story here. Let's see what we have here. So there's the Pre-Storm Protocol, which is this simulation. Not sure what you can get from this. Probably a free costume if you manage to get it. That's probably Ulrich's scion. Then another icon. Not sure what this is. A source Incantation Radiance. I'm not sure. What is it? Oh, I get it. Is this the animation for the skill select? Incantation selects? Okay, that's cool. I kind of like that. Okay, just checking, nothing more. Then Nautica's story, which 31 days might be good. And a new anecdote, by the way. I also checked the anecdotes. You may miss out on rewards for the event anecdotes, but you'll end up getting them again. But let us go to the frozen wasteland and see what we have here. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video as well. You can now view the previous story via record. Okay.
Who should be killed, human or arcane?
Okay. I just want to see it.
Which past do you want to return?
The past with the right order, of course.
Alright.
It's you.
And this mutation has turned money into food in people's eyes.
I'm not sure if this is a recap
Don't forget me.
or the video of...
What is the storm, sir?
I need Vertin to grow the way I prefer.
Sonetto, stop them!
They wanted to know the outside
But
world.
the student handbook asks us to forget about all these.
Freedom! Long live liberty!
And they all died within the rain. Yeah.
Checkmate.
Vertin, the person we rely on, is being hypnotized in the rehab center.
I will do
Yeah.
what I can, in my power.
Sense of justice.
Release us! Set
Ooh.
Bertin free!
Storm reformation, manpower.
So this is a recap of everything that we went through until now.
Finally awake! Meet your friends first?
Vertin?
Vertin!
Bertin! Now you come back!
But the Tempest broke every signal I sent for help. Pardon me? This is the year 2007, is it not? This is an archaic arcanist group we're dealing with.
I beg you, do not take your conflict in the phenomenal world into the realm of truth.
I take not thought for needless disputes.
What are they? Did you bring the humans' army here? The island of the painting. Is that where the Timekeeper is at now? Inspired by the Golden Isle.
I am intrigued by the name of your little group, the Circle.
Yeah.
Can't let the clues end here! I read the storm immunity ritual! We did it!
In other words, we will all be taken by the emanation?
I shall die today.
What was that? Stop the transmission! The ritual is wrong!
No. And this is what you call a promise. Is and not. The oldest, fastest, and most basic ritual. The key to braving the storm.
But people have a right to try before Doomsday arrives. Why aren't you stopping them, Sid? No!
Leave the island to the world outside.
The culmination of our research. The crystallization of man and all its wisdom. The protective gear against the storm. It's called the Equilibrium Umbrella.
Well, I never expected myself to see a full-on film. Okay, it has been 2 days since I actually made the first set of the recordings. Actually, yesterday I actually made 2 sets of recordings, and I was about to start on the 3rd one. And then I looked at my previous recording, and I saw the fact that the voice everything was working well. The music, the sounds and all, but what was not working was the voice dialogue. I can give you an example right here and there, and it was baffling me. So I had to ponder what the hell was going on, and I wasted almost, let's just say, almost an hour of recordings. Well, save for the other ones. Somehow the trailer audio was working, but not the voice dialogue. So I had to change certain things. I could hear some of the things here, I'm not sure if y'all can hear it. Maybe. But I guess some of the audio settings on my new laptop kind of messed things with kind of messed things up. With the dialogue, voice dialogue. So I'm gonna have to start over all over again. Never had problems with my desktop, but apparently this thing, brand spanking new, and all of a sudden it just doesn't want to let my people talk. So I'm going to do this all over again. So welcome to Annum Novum Faustum et Beatum. And I forgot all my comments and all, so I will have to be... I'll do my best to try to... I'll just narrate. I have no genuine reactions now since it's already used up in last weekend. So that sucks. Alright, a sealed office with a screen emitting white light. A dial tone echoes through the quiet space before the call is answered.
Liaison Creus, here's the order signed by the Pax House.
Annum Novum Faustum et Beatum. Beeping sounds come from the other end of the line, and soon the fax machine whirs to life.
This is the military commission's conclusion. Contact Admiral Som of Zeno and lead the troops to these coordinates immediately. Be prepared for an all-out battle.
The other end falls silent for half a second.
I've never received an order like this.
Standing in the half-lit room, the Vice President draws a circle on the frosty window.
Note that the designated coordinates lie in Antarctica.
Alright, I don't think I could change audio volume here no longer.
There you'll find Manus Vindicte's largest stronghold and the site of their ritual.
Ritual?
Yes, the ritual of both past and future. It seems Manus Vindicte has been preparing it in secret for quite some time.
Her tone is as cold as the weather beyond.
What's this ritual for, exactly?
You'll find out soon enough.
We haven't fought a battle of such scale and so suddenly since the Battle of 1999.
Her eyes remain fixed outside the window. Frost clings to spiderwebs outside the alloy window frame. A thin strand flies off on a long journey down into the piling snow. I can't do that.
History is repeating itself, isn't it?
Liaison Creus.
She doesn't give him the chance to continue.
We look forward to your performance on the field. As you know, officers with successful track records are often given greater access to information.
Yes, madam.
Suppressing any betrayal tone or emotion, he ends the call. The screen's white glow illuminates the window again. Labeled videotapes organized by time and date are slotted neatly on the shelves. A tape is pulled down and inserted into the projector.
History is repeating itself, but we still have hope on our side.
The screen crackles with static. A child's voice comes garbled by aged electronics.
What's this?
It's a gift for you.
A gift? Suitcase?
That's right. To celebrate your appointment as the Foundation's timekeeper. This is a moment to remember, Burton.
The child doesn't seem to understand the suitcase's significance, and yet she has more questions.
Who's it from? Why didn't they give it to me themselves?
It's from an old friend.
An old friend?
She left you a message too. She said,
Paradise Regained. Title drop, y'all. Yeah. And it's gotta be a dream.
Is everything alright, Timekeeper?
I'm fine.
The thoughts return to the present.
A memory just came to me. The further south we go, and the colder the weather gets, the harder it is to shake this feeling of deja vu. It's like...
that titillation, pain, and pleasure. Call it emotion or some physiological mechanism of the amygdala. Amygdala.
like I've been here before.
Her companion's concern reflects back to her from the window. A deep breath suppresses her heartbeat.
Will we be there soon?
Words are cut off by the bustle of the ship's docking. Her breath crystallizes into mist as the vessel stabilizes.
Looks like we've arrived.
The two emerge from the cabin. After days of covert detours, at last they stand on the sunlit deck, looking into the distance.
This is McMurdo Sound, the starting point of our Antarctic expedition.
Damn cold, too. Before them stretches a white field of ice. Dazzling, yet lifeless. A droning silence that gives up no hint of what may once have been. Yet beneath the silence roars an imperceptible foreboding. Hic jacet revelatio, hic jacet finis. And it will reveal itself. This will be the place of revelation, and it will also be the place of conclusion. Possibly the final battle. I'm not sure. But, yeah.
We made it. From the US to Brazil to Australia. From a pleasure cruise across the South Pacific, through Argentina, and finally here. Your feet firmly planted on the southernmost continent on Earth. The enemy's been beaten back, retreated to this polar desert, and here you are too. All because of a single command. Find that writer. That's all you've got. No plan, no place or time, not even a full squad.
It's literally just the two of us.
I can't help but wonder what pushes you forward. What gives you the eagerness of a newly enlisted rookie?
I would say soldiers follow orders, but honestly, I don't know.
I'd say it's your instinct to follow the path laid out for you, to satisfy the desires of those who watch from afar. That is your arcane skill, isn't it? Personally, I suggest you think twice before obeying a command. After all, you're headed straight into the stronghold of the enemy. In situations like these, those who blindly follow orders often end up as cannon fodder. So keep this question in mind. Why are you looking for that writer?
That is a very good question, my good sir. It is an extremely good question. Alright, as you just saw just a few seconds ago, I took clips of my old video because I had made some good comments on them. And it's not really a great one, but it is somewhat fine enough. So, in some snippets, you may see or me see taking clips from my old clips and try to put them in between because I did good comments because they don't have voice dialogue in the story. So I already checked out, and it looks very good. The current settings are good to go, but I'm not sure if it resets every time I turn off my laptop. So we're gonna go with the Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Plus, if you already seen this thing, that means I've already completed this, as you already seen. And yeah, it took me to part 6 of this chapter, which is pissing me. It just pissed me off. All right, onward, and it's a fight. Oh, hang on a second. Wait. Hold on. Where is the cinematic? I want the cinematic. Thankfully, the Atlas does more than that here, so I believe it was this. So we're gonna go through the cutscenes again. I could snip some stuff out, and add the fight in between. No truth. It's Morse code. You can hear the fear in her breathing. That kind of means something is usually wrong. Major, usually wrong.
Entering the ice zone. Grab your telescopes, explorers. That's right. We need your eyes on every ice floe. Let's not make a second Titanic. This isn't the time for jokes, Scott.
It was such good audio too when I had my original recording. It sucks.
Hearts thumping with excitement, our team set off. Thanks to our courage and careful preparation, it wasn't long until we crossed the Drake Passage. No matter how fierce the katabatic winds were, our will stood firm. In fact, the windstorm we met was very similar to the lab-simulated ones. It didn't take long for the captain to find a way to deal with it. Soon, we were sailing through the South Shetland Islands. There wasn't much there but black moraine and a few groups of Adelie penguins. It was clear to us that there was more trudging to be done before we reached our destination. But every one of us was confident that a journey of this magnitude would pay off with very many ancient secrets.
I just noticed that this might be old images, I believe.
We saw the lichen that grows all over the Icho Islands. Crimson,
I'll just let this on, yeah.
green, ochre, even the landling couldn't pale those colors. That was when we realized that rocks can move too. I can't help but recall when the famous Gouvernoren returned with a full and bountiful load. We celebrated the harvest very amazingly. We opened a keg of beer and sang the songs of home under the rosy sky.
The harvest bounty mankind blessing be. We children blind from mazes must be free. The mother spirit light within ancient glow guides us through the great current, nature's flow.
Yes, we are the polar explorers. We are meant to be the challengers of the most unknown greatness. So, with this feeling in our hearts, we will continue our march into the depths of Antarctica. Carpe diem, as the saying goes. I've never felt more joyful and fulfilled and worthy in my entire life.
Yeah. Sparks fly as the radio transmitter groans. Did I miss anything? Yeah. A two-stroke diesel engine sputters.
I must send it out.
A ragged, maddened voice comes from the research station's darkest corner, speaking into broken equipment with undeliverable messages.
Calm down, Nautica. Calm down. This is your research station. You built it together with the team.
Yes, you did.
You're safe now. Yes. The Mother Spirit will protect you. You're safe now. Just try it one more time. Just one more.
Her fingers keep pressing the broken transmitter key while her body shakes uncontrollably.
Come on. You can do it. It's simple. You didn't go crazy. You have all your brains in here in your head. It knows all the letters of Morse code and how to send them. See? There's A and D and E, F, C. You know them all. Just use them to spell out the warning message and send it out across the whole world. To everyone. It's easy. Like playing a game of tableau. Yes, so easy.
You know, I just noticed something. What is she eating, having in her hand? And she's eating it.
I can do this.
She munches down on a black gelatinous fluid in her mouth. No truth again. And yeah, power's out. And she's still trying to tap Morse code. It's now broken. No more. Yeah. She used to be so cheerful, now she's just broken. In fear.
Cold. This moldy lime juice and disgusting ice algae. This damn frostbite. Nothing left to do but sit here, stinking of blood, and wait for death to take me. I have to warn the world. This place isn't the last oasis. And there's no such thing as the hollow earth. But no one will believe me if they don't see it with their own eyes. Nobody. Because I used to be the same way. Through giant mother's bones, the path is laid. In bloody pain, eternal life is made.
I know that each friggin' era has a different type of people that have some beliefs. But earworm Mahutu, what culture is that from?
The Mother Spirit's light, with ancient glow, guides us to the great current, nature's flow. Not now, little Matu. Mother Spirit, bless me. Lend me your glorious strength and grant me your protection. Let me live through this.
Damn. Boom, a thunderous noise comes from the outside. And I'm pretty sure I'm a little louder in the mic here. So I can't really go like this and all that stuff. The small figure startles. She sidles, but that's supposed to be slides, to the window, peeking through the insulation's edge.
A snow monster ship?
Knock, knock, knock. Sonetto! Hey! Uh-oh.
Please don't come over here. Please, please, please.
Oh boy. I think she snapped. A bright-haired snow monster has invaded the explorer's last refuge.
Excuse me? Is there anyone here? We just landed, and this is the only building around. We were hoping to ask for some help.
I think you might need help as well, because she's not going to be right in her mind right here in the way she's acting. You might want to be careful.
I'm already half frozen to death. Don't you dare I won't taste any good.
See what I mean? See what I mean?
My apologies. There must have been some kind of misunderstanding.
Yeah, she is very out of it. Or at least she lost it.
Plague in the glacier. Worms beneath the feet of the Mother Spirit. And those sickening mass tyrants.
Now I think the way she's saying mass tyrants, I think she's talking about mass vindictae. Manus vindictae. Yeah.
Bring it on, snow monster.
Uh-oh.
If I can wrestle a reindeer, then I can take on you.
Wait.
Uh-oh, looks like we're gonna have to fight her. And we're gonna fight her already. Jeebus, okay. Oh, we're playing as her. Okay. Okay. Let's do it.
There are many routes to travel, but only one destination.
I think she's so clouded in mind that she can't see Sonetto.
Stay where you are. I'll fight you.
She's not listening to us at all.
Yeah, in her mind, she thinks there's a monster right there.
She's cold and scared. She must not be in her right mind.
No, she ain't.
Do your best to calm her down. Just be sure not to hurt her.
Understood. Maybe an incantation to keep her warm will help.
Wait, what's that? Frost Wave 1. So we're entering the battle at the start of every 5 rounds. Its cold chill envelops the entire field. Alright, let me see. Large target attack, then this is a buff. Alright, let's see. I think we could... do this buff. Let's try it.
Don't listen to the false whispers.
Makes sense to me.
So long lives this, and this gives power to thee.
Alright.
And embrace solitude.
It's alright. Sempre caro mi tu quest'ermo cole.
Alright. Let's do this one.
Find strength and true knowledge.
Premia sereno intenso ad infinito.
I don't think she's got an ultimate, so we're gonna have to go skip all this.
Embrace the cold.
It's alright. I know the moon, and this is an alien city.
Don't listen to the false whispers.
Each moment, now night.
Okay. She's got the ultimate on us. Alright. One more hit. And it was the... It's already... Yeah. Let's try to finish this off.
And embrace solitude.
Oh, we knocked her out.
I can feel my fingers again.
Sorry, Sonetto.
What's going on? The heater went out ages ago.
It's a magic trick to keep you warm.
I'm glad to see you more calm. Please don't be afraid. We're not snow monsters.
You're snow angels.
Rewards? The best reward is discovering a new fossil. Oh, or seeing a volcanic eruption up close.
Alright.
You're not a snow monster?
Okay, we snapped her out of it.
Normal behavior, no mask, uses magic. Yes, war magic. I can move my fingers again. You're right, Matsu. They don't seem like bad people. At least not as bad as the snow monsters.
Crazed, but still wary, she shrinks back to keep an eye on the intruders. The two newcomers seem without concern. They straighten the furniture and examine the scene as if looking at a puzzle.
According to Mr. Olive, this should be the coast that Dr. Doris landed on. This plane is the way to the heart of Antarctica. We may still catch up with her if we pick up our pace.
I see. But I didn't expect there to be a research station all the way out here.
This place isn't on any map of Antarctica I've ever seen. It must have been built less than half a year ago. The facilities are quite complete. Diesel generators, snowmobiles, radio transmitters.
Sonetto steps forward. An empty can rolls to her feet.
However, they seem to have run out of food.
Her eyes turned to the cowering figure.
We're just passing by. We mean no harm. Is there anyone else at this station that can help us?
I do have the recording of the fight as well. Problem is, the vocal dialogue will not be there, though. But, at least it's salvageable. So, like I said, I'll do some snippets, clip some of these things apart, and yeah, they'll be there. 100 Days of Solitude ends with a simple question. Nautica stands half-hobbled in the corner, rubbing her nose.
No, there's no one else. Only me.
Only you? Sorry.
I don't mean to offend, miss, but you don't look very well. May I give you a health evaluation?
I think you need... Yeah, she needs also a psychological thing as well.
No, no need. I'm fine. I'm an explorer. I know my body. I'm fine.
When someone says, I know my body, I'm fine, or sorry, that's a red flag for saying, you're not fine. She retreats back from the newcomer's offered hand. Yep.
What are you eating?
That's what I was thinking. Thank you, Sonetto. Nautica clutches black slime, a fibrous, mucus-like fluid oozing between her fingers. She licks her lips and swallows a whole. She's eating the
The
remainder.
only thing there is to eat here.
Sonetto shakes her head. And the suitcase mental clasps are opened with 2 clicks.
Please,
Soup!
take this. It's turnip and potato soup with beef. I hope it suits your tastes.
Soup sounds good right now, especially beef. Food. Fresh food. The long-suffering explorer reaches out as tenderly as a fawn.
Is that a magic suitcase?
Bet it is. She could fit a whole city. She points at the suitcase that conjured food out of thin air.
Yes, it's an arcane suitcase. It's bigger on the inside. It can hold food, rooms, even arcanists themselves.
So you're arcanists.
Color finally returns to her pale face as she begins to examine her visitors with fresh eyes.
That's right.
A protein-rich aroma wafts up from the tin.
Actually, we're heading to the heart of Antarctica. Perhaps you'd be willing to offer us some advice.
Oh no, she said the words. Yep, there it is. She knocks over the tin in panic. The soup inside splatters across the floor. Her body shakes erratically, and she returns to a mantra of bizarre, muttered half-phrases rehearsed in her mind over and over again.
No, you mustn't. Do not go into Antarctica.
Yeah, don't.
You mustn't go any further.
I didn't click it. Yeah, this is a good setting. It's a great setting. Okay, I just got back for a bit, and it took a while for me to get everything done, because, oh, you know how it is. My friend asks you to join a game, and I couldn't help resist. So I came back in the game, and I see this pop up. So, secondary refers to return of a special guest. You can actually select Artifice of a 6-star character. I think it's the upgrading version, I think. So if I had to pick, it would either be Recoleta, Cacania, Noir, Tuesday definitely. Ultimately, I choose Jessica. Because why not?
Hello, dear friend. From now on, we can...
And of course, it is another day of signing in and all, and some ice. Wonder why you're here. There's Icy Road, and I think that's a I think this is either combat or maybe even an Icy Road. I think it's cinematic. Let's test it first. Yeah, another cinematic.
The true horror happened on the 3rd day. When we reached the hinterland, an aurora australis appeared in the sky. in the broad daylight. Solar flares and the coronal mass injections that came with them caused the aurora to appear so bright that it was almost blinding. Frile saw it as a warning. She said that exploring the hinterland was a profanation of the Creator. Kot, however, stood against her. He said that the snow brick windbreak we made would protect us, and we couldn't let all those days of hard work be in vain. No one knew that the real terror was beneath the snow, deep below our feet.
The sextant was right. As long as we stick to this direction.
Whoa, are we gonna witness all of their deaths?
Day 5. Hyde has been left behind.
More like I swallowed up by something.
This is an emergency situation. We need some people to shift focus to rebuilding the windbreak. Those of you who are fixing the communication devices and getting rid of the EMI, drop it for now. Devil! Demon!
Sounds like you went mad. Well, fighting.
Day 7. Kot is gone. The situation is getting worse.
Wow. Who's gonna be the most insane one?
Finally, this damn place has shown its claws. I told you we shouldn't have headed so far into the hinterland. We're in way over our heads.
Oh, you're gonna die then. Never mind.
Farewell, everyone. There's no escaping it now. The voice in my head has become one with me. So let it end with me. Once I'm gone, it will be gone forever too.
It's never been there, but hey, I heard that when I just heard the click, I just knew that it's gonna end that way. I shouldn't have asked that question, but jeez, she's far too gone. Yeah. A short crew, huh?
Day 10.
Mm-hmm.
Day 15.
Okay.
Day 23.
It gets increasingly more.
Day 30. Everyone is gone. Only Frile and I have survived.
It's okay. Don't worry about me. Any passing fishing boat will be able to see our distress signal. You just need to go back and wait. Here. It's the Neptune bar. My favorite. It'll keep you warm a little longer.
I'm afraid, how are you gonna go? I'm going to assume frozen to death. I don't know. Nautica closes her diary.
That's why you cannot go to the hinterlands. In fact, you should leave as soon as possible.
I see. So this is your concern. But rest assured, we are taking every measure to ensure our safety. That said, even a draft map would be extremely helpful to us.
Ah, I get it.
Timekeeper?
Please, take this GPS device. I've pinged its location. Help will arrive soon. My apologies that we can't stay with you until they arrive. I'm afraid we're on a time limit. Excuse us.
Yeah, we ain't got no time for this.
Why? Why don't you give up? Even after all my warnings?
Because we're the main character.
We have our reasons.
Wind and snow batter their coats as the two step outside.
Wait!
Nautica, finding some hidden reserve of sanity and strength, shouts to her visitors.
This land of ice is alive! It's alive and it eats people! I'm not lying. You have no idea what horrors lie in the hinterland. Even if you somehow escape, you'll go insane. Just like Rolf, my grandfather.
The footsteps of those walking toward the snowfield slow.
So you have to stop. You have to. You have to.
How desperate you she's sounding. I mean, I understand.
For your own safety.
Breaths hang in the silence. After a pause, they turn back.
Rolf Amundsen. I know that name.
What?
The outstanding human explorer. His research has formed the basis for understanding many applications of Arcanum. Countless Arcanists have benefited from his work. It's said that your family holds a particular set of beliefs about the unsolved mysteries of the world, and that every one of you holds a passion for Arcanum.
Nautica looks down.
Are we that famous?
Pretty much.
Indeed. It's widely known that many members of the Amundsen family became explorers. Their passion was so strong that it's been recorded in Arcanist textbooks.
Nautica's eyes widen, cheeks red from coldness and excitement.
I assume you're here in pursuit of something, just like the rest of your family, and that's why you're reluctant to leave, even after all the misfortune you've encountered. Is that right?
Reluctant to leave? I pray to the Mother Spirit to take me away every single day.
This station is close to the shore. There are many ways you could have got the attention of passing ships if you'd wanted to.
A good question. Why didn't she do anything to signal help?
We are also here in pursuit of something. A person, to be specific.
Nautica's eyes widen again, this time with confusion.
A person?
A sigh echoes through the small station.
Are you familiar with Manus Vindictae?
Okay. In a dark cavern, ritual symbols have been carved in a massive array drawn in blood and papyrus ash. The lion's tail is placed at the top.
Tides running blind by their ever-new routine.
This is gonna be straight up cult stuff, isn't it? Sacred scarab wings at the left.
Staining that heaven with the sea calamity.
A she shell holding a spirit is embedded in a skull at the right.
The breaker of death's shackles shall rule us all.
Black soil from the rebels is placed above the idol. The fountain of youth elixir is from a cursed alchemist completes the offering.
From this day forth and evermore.
The young preacher stands at the altar's edge, watching in distant shadows. The figure she awaits traverses the narrow passageway, entering the altar cavern at last.
You've arrived, as the prophecy foretold.
I still feel sorry for Wolf. Still feel sorry for Sophia. A blind woman approaches barefoot, in one hand a cup of Homa, in the other a bundle of balsam. Look at this, guys. A giant hand, and I'm assuming this is Erd. But is it a personality that belongs to the Manus? I think so. Not too sure. Or is it just Erd herself, with a spindle or pinwheel of their own making? Finally, she stops at the ritual's sole vacant corner, completing its shape.
The preparation of the ritual is about to enter its final stages. The inculcator of Arcanum, Lady Arcana, has revealed to me the final revelation and oracle. Hear ye! The blind visitor shall start the great ritual on our behalf.
The black-clad believers kneel and prostrate themselves before the blind woman, their chanting synchronized and unceasing. Her sightless eyes seem to pierce through eternity before finally settling on the ritual center. there stands a golden spinning wheel, locked in silent communion with her. Alright, I'm gonna double check if this works. We're gonna go through the story, dialogue, and cinematics.
Manus Vindictae is an extremist pureblood arcanist organization. They used to act covertly to disrupt the world order in hopes of reviving Arcania.
I know we're just gonna go through that, and we'll go to the fight then, and then like I usually do, if I miss out on anything that I didn't go through, I'll just take the fight and put it between the scenes. That's all I can do.
However, in the last year, they've become much more active, even encouraging ordinary people to wear their masks and endure their trial. It's suspected that they went high profile in order to quickly attract more believers.
I'm assuming that they need more sacrifices to do something.
According to our intel, they'll hold an important ritual in Antarctica soon.
And we're searching for someone who may play a vital role in this ritual.
Would that be Erd?
Arcanists. Masks. Are the snow monsters what you call Manus Vindictae?
So she's learning. Okay. Nautica's words are marked with a strange excitement.
What exactly is this ritual they're holding?
Sadly, we don't have much information in that regard. We're hoping to figure it out on this mission.
Ritual. Arcane ritual.
It sounds like she knows something.
Wait. Wasn't that one of my research topics?
What topic is that?
Draw the formation, place the offerings, and summon or invoke her spirit through a series of actions to communicate with the Mother's spirit.
She looks up with pure eagerness.
Do you know of her? Do you know the Mother's spirit?
Sadly, no. This is a new era for us.
Sorry. No.
No?
Please excuse us, miss. We have to leave now.
Oh, and given that the communication equipment at the station isn't working...
The suitcase opens again, this time revealing a radio decorated with a flower. Hi, Miss Radio. Can a radio sneeze? I mean, it can freeze circuits. That's a cute sneeze. Miss Radio shakes in Nautica's palm, struggling with the harsh shifts in the Antarctic temperature.
May I introduce you to Miss Radio? She'll receive the signal from the rescue team for you.
In the meantime, you may await their arrival here. The incantation keeping you warm will remain effective until then. And thank you for your advice. We will proceed with caution.
The station's creaking door reopens.
Hello, little explorer. You can call me Miss Radio, as the timekeeper said.
The heart of Antarctica, an arcane ritual, a vital role.
I had to yawn, sorry. It looks like she's about to inherit in her own world of thoughts.
The guide appears, then fades from human sight. If the devoted journey, let their souls unite.
Damn it. Someone's knocking on my door? I'll be right back.
Damn it, Nautica. Little Matu is reciting a message from the Mother Spirit herself. Focus. The guide appears, then fades from human sight. If the devoted journey, let their songs unite.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Your topic, your research.
I assume you're here in pursuit of something, just like the rest of your family.
Okay, so...
Their dream. Your dream.
Sorry about that. Someone was knocking on my window because the door was locked and they didn't have the key. Okay. And my cat fell with my cap light on, which is weird. But hey, I hung it outside, and that's something. So what I missed that it needs me reading. So little Mahotu reciting the message again. Mahatu's voice is snapped off as Nautica bolts to her feet.
Oh, this is a chance of a lifetime.
Okay, so you perked up quick. The visitor's boots are already cleaving in a deep path through the snow outside the station. The door closes heavily and slowly behind them.
Wait!
Ow. The door swings open again as Nautica rushes out holding Miss Radio. Her hands tremble with excitement as she pulls a map from her pocket and struggles to unfold it in the wind. A crumpled sheet of waterproof synthetic paper, bearing deep grooves with red ballpoint ink.
I drew this map myself. It's a draft, yes, but, well, in this situation, it is the authoritative guide on Antarctic mythological archaeology.
I mean, anything can be used as a map at some point, you know?
I recorded everything I saw in Antarctica on it. See? Here's the route from the station to the hinterland. And here, the landmarks along the way. And this, I charted the topography around the ruins at the heart of Antarctica. Right here.
Ruins? You mean there's an undiscovered site in the heart of Antarctica?
Yes, exactly! It's never been recorded in any reports. It's a brand new discovery of our team.
The two exchange glances.
And Manus Vindicte's hiding place.
Yep. So not only nods.
It's highly possible that the ritual will be held there.
But we've never entered the ruins. The closest we came was in its periphery, but the weather was too severe. We had to turn back. But if Matu is right, we'll make it this time.
And by we, you mean...
Yeah, everyone's going together.
Well, if it's possible, would you mind taking me with you?
I mean, as someone who did explore most of Antarctica, having her as a guide somewhat would help. But are you sure they'll be okay, though? Nautica takes a timid step, shuffling forward like a penguin.
You see, I could be in danger waiting here by myself. Why not just follow you and...
She's making an excuse to try to go with him, but hey, with a face like that, I cannot say no. She gulps a sharp breath of dry, cold air, and her voice quivers again.
And wait a minute. Is there really a rescue team on the way?
I mean, how long would it be, though? Meanwhile, I know that Ulrich is going to come by. I know that for sure because I got him this morning. A small schooner enters icy waters. Ulrich's ferrofluid moves erratically. He grips a communicator in one hand while impatiently tapping the porthole with the other.
Yes, we've tested the stability of the Regulus record in the storm the hard way, but there are still some experiments to be completed, and that is a problem. Our study is like a baby who's just started to crawl. It's making moves, yes, but it isn't exactly going to win a marathon anytime soon. That's why we need you to stay in the lab. You have the greatest knowledge of the artificial storm. You're more than capable of continuing the work on your own.
Is he talking about... Who's he talking to?
Yes, I know how much you want to see the Timekeeper and embark on your cross-century rock expedition.
Yeah, it's Regulus. He was talking to Regulus. She wanted to go there, but unfortunately she would also complain how cold it is in Antarctica, and she would rather just go in the sea breeze rather stay at freaking Sao Paulo. It's hot, but it's not as cold.
But the experiment in Antarctica isn't one of your concerts.
Yep.
It's a gamble, and we're betting every hypothesis on it. If Regulus, that is your record, is in fact the key to artificially controlling the storm and its syndrome as we suspect, I hope it can at least serve as the Timekeeper's backup plan in this Antarctic operation should the worst happen. You know the agreement we made with her. I take the Regulus record for experimentation and support, and you stay in Laplace to work on the artificial storm.
He adjusts the record to fit snugly and securely under his arm, and it sounds like he's broke something. Even after surviving multiple storms with its former owner, the record remains good as new.
Boss, we've entered the continental shelf. If Manus Vindictae picks up a long-distance comm signal, this operation will be declared a failure.
A guard chewing chocolate-flavored rations mutters out a warning. A deafening horn blast echoes in the distance. That was really loud for me. Hearing this, the guard exits her casual slouch and moves onto the deck, scanning the horizon. Ah, there's the fleet.
Oh, we finally met the Foundation's fleet.
Yeah, look at that. It's cool, though.
What?
A dark shadow cloaks the heaving waters. Ulrich looks up from his communicator. That's a big boat. That is a really big boat. It's not even a battleship. It's bigger than that. I guess it's Xeno stuff.
What on Earth?
What on Earth is a boat? You know, it's a pretty damn big boat as well. It's your first time seeing it. The propellers spin fast against the swelling sea. The distinct aroma of burning diesel hits the air. Also, I have not switched off background noise when it goes through this thing. Kind of makes it good for effect, you know?
Is that?
And I kind of noticed that whenever I do my recordings, I'm a little louder than usual here. So, yeah. At the front of the schooner, a sailor turns his face.
Trickle, the battleship, and Dino, the destroyer!
Which one is this?
Oh, they deployed from Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky. Traveled halfway across the world to get here. Looks like they're finally on the last stretch to Antarctica.
From the north? Surely not.
Yeah, that's right. Seems that Commander Krayas and Admiral Song have struck a deal.
Whoa! And we haven't been... A torpedo explodes 100 meters away. A strange animal-like scream is heard as waves splash over. It hasn't been a minute and a half and we're already being attacked.
Hold on! Adjusting the sail angle! Damn it! No one told me we'd be fighting on the front bloody line.
The Antarctic is the front line. Doesn't matter where.
It's one of them armed Magnus beasts that the Manus modified. Didn't expect their first line of defense to be an actual monster. Lido's elite expeditionary force versus the army Manus Vindictae's gathered across multiple storms. This is gonna be a right hell of a fight.
Someone's well damn excited. I'm all in for it.
What is he so excited about? Come on! Help me at the helm!
And after one last loud boom, the shrieking Magnus submarine quickly dives underwater. Soon the icy ocean turns blood red. A line cuts through the crimson water, moving fast toward the fleet.
135D, prepare to engage. Bridge ready.
Warships maneuver over the icy sea. Relays of orders and replies come staccato and clear over the radio. The guns inched into position, aiming to hit the water at 6 o'clock.
Let's see if their liquid metal reactor can resist Type 65-76 torpedoes and our aerial firepower.
Yeah, brag about your battleships. Yeah, I'm all in for it.
Attack!
Fire.
For Sparta!
Yeah, look at this. We got Frigid here. And that thing is a battleship as well. Weird, right?
Flicker amidst the flowers. Please, allow me. Stay back, I say.
Cersei taught me this one.
Yo, you. Noble are coming.
Its mantis rays are getting annoying.
Is that a fairy in the liquor?
The hunt begins. Sailors, get ready. Icarus, eyes on the target. Now!
This is Sparta! Clouds. The sign of the Shangri.
Alright, Cassandra, let's go!
They beg their gods. Their lives.
It may look like it's attacking that mantis ray, but it's actually attacking the big thing behind it. Yeah, pretty much.
Icarus, find your mark.
And with one final arrow, Cassandra strikes true. Alright, double checking here, and it's Et to Brute. A classic. So, as it's gonna be a cinematic, I figured I remember this part. Alright. Let me reach my drink back here. What the? An arrow? Whoosh. A thin lead arrow hits a gallbladder, spilling bile and blood.
Nearly half.
Hey, Miss Grace. The young apostle grows pale, her breath faint as a whisper.
What?
Is this the hag?
Nearly half of the Magnus submarines have been sunk.
Speak up. Drop your pompous little act, girl. You'll win no favor with me through airs and graces.
Nearly half of the Magnus submarines have been sunk.
That's more like it.
The lead arrowhead finds another target.
At last, those white-clad fools have levied some retaliation. How kind of them to finally join us.
Another arrow is fired. Frostbitten flesh splits open, oozing rancid fat.
I am loath to witness any more groveling at the feet of that preacher and her so-called omnipotence.
An elder shuffles forward in plain robes.
The great corrector of the mysterious island, the one and only leader in the face of the slumbering inculcator of Arcanum, the supreme caster of the great ritual.
The orb in the avian skull crumbles under the pressure.
She was nothing but the wrong person at the right time.
Alright, I gotta appreciate the look of this hag here. She does have good design. Ooze here, she's got the corrupted eye here. And her name is Animus. Which is funny that not long ago, we did the Assassin's Creed collaboration not too long ago. And Animus, the Animus is you know what the Animus is. So, yeah. Why she's named Animus? Who knows?
She alone hears the voice of the inculcator of Arcanum? Ah, what blatant lies! Yet they submit to her all the same, everyone. While she gallivanted around the world, preaching on the back of her falsities, who was it who prepared for the ritual, Yet she alone is granted power. She alone holds their hearts in her hands. Ridiculous. What does a little girl know about material transportation or personal arrangement, let alone the great history of the Manus? She is nothing without me.
By the way she is how she's speaking, it sounds like she is either one of the original members of the Manus Dictate or one of the founders, or the first members who joined the Manus before the Great Reformation in their organization, I believe.
It is not you to whom I refer, girl. But you'd better keep that tail firmly planted between your legs. Your actions aboard the Free Breeze have garnered much attention. Attention that could easily have been avoided. Now the whole world has their sights set on the southern hemisphere, and it's all thanks to you. No amount of ritual materials can make up for that. This is precisely why I was against giving power to you infantiles in the first place. Arrogant, reckless fools. There's not an ounce of self-control to share among you.
The Foundation's army will break through our first line of defense soon. If we don't stop them,
their advance will be halted.
And she knows. She's got the confidence. Words falter mid-sentence.
Antarctica's no place for them, no matter how many machines they send. Their war efforts have been naught but a desperate attempt to prove to themselves that they are not utterly without plan. Pathetic as usual.
I mean, we all know in history that Antarctica is indeed one of the great wonders. It is also one of the most dangerous places to try to explore. Extreme cold, and you have to know what you're doing. You have to be prepared for everything. Original expeditions, we all know how that happened.
You're right. There's no need to concern ourselves with the insects scurrying beneath our boots.
And I gotta realize that I can't really speak up a little louder because this thing picks up very sensitive. So I gotta be like, not so loud.
Our role is to support from the outside, to ensure the ritual proceeds smoothly. That's all.
What driver straps the blinders to your face, Or were you simply born unable to perform more than one task at a time? Tell me, how do you ensure the safety of the interior?
The young apostle allows her breathing to grow fainter, struggling to keep the absolute appearance of humility.
I'm not sure what you mean.
The Admiral's Sentinel unit. What is its status?
Igor's unit? They've set up defenses in multiple locations along the coast. They're on high alert for possible Foundation partisans.
Defense sitters. How could they possibly serve our great Mother of Resurrection? It's an insult that they were ever allowed to set foot on the Holy Land at all.
But the Preacher has treated them with the utmost respect. They did bring the key to the ritual, after all.
Utter foolishness. Those heathens are not even willing to undergo the holy trial. Standing among these unblessed, unguided simpletons is the greatest humiliation to befall Manus Vindictae since its inception.
And yes, I think since she's the original of the first generation of Manus Vindictae, she might take in these trials and other traditional things very seriously. She's an extreme devote, and she's pissed.
Despite this, it is of little matter in the face of the ritual, the great Mother of Resurrection. That is our only goal.
The pitiful remains of the bird are flung at her feet. The tents are pitched, yet exhaustion lingers like frost on a cold morning. Okay, former Xeno Sentinel unit station. The aircraft captain leans out, shaking his head toward a woman standing before one such tent. Am I going to believe that this is it Mordier? If that's her name?
Lieutenant, we have run the check-in program. The problem is with the pedal. It's malfunctioning, which is somehow deviating the set you are at. That is why we had such severe turbulence and deviation just now. I suggest we do not fly Canis Minor until we have done a complete overhaul. The weather is just too extreme in Antarctica.
Mordier takes stock of her soldiers, then makes a confident stride toward the transport helicopter.
Report to the Admiral. We're still some way away from our designated station, but it seems we have no other choice for now.
Okay, you look really spick and spam here in winter gear. I think I might skip Nautica and go for her, because I know for the fact that in the trailer, she might be a new character in the banner. So does that mean she might be a potential ally? Who knows? But then again, I really had hoped that Schneider would have been given as well. I miss her.
At least we landed in a place with enough space and sightlines to perform our task. This is the best we could have done, given the situation. Well done, Danilov.
Of course, Lieutenant.
Now all there is to do is wait.
Wait for what? Yeah, that's... Thanks, game, for reading my mind. For what? The answer is about to be set free.
Attention! We have an order from Admiral Igor. We are the perimeter defense of Antarctica. We must be ready for any possible attack from the Foundation. The Admiral is stationed in the Sanctuary. From there, he will administer orders to both us and Ptolemy's infantry squad at the other port.
Modena adjusts her color, her mouth dry.
Any unit entering the sea within visual range is to be considered a signal to engage. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
The soldiers respond in a disciplined harmony. She scans the ranks, then lowers her head. Blinking, all she finds herself mesmerized by the strange golden flurry dusting her combat boots. They're really good at making transitions here, I will admit. And all that for it to be continued. Alright, with that, I think it's safe to say that we've caught up in, well, this. Of all the mess-ups that happened before, we finally just got rid of all the unnecessary steps of fixing the video and move on. So, predicting the other's players' moves is always more interesting than playing them yourself, so analyze the game. Cryus, that's what he looks like. Does this mean that we are gonna get him soon? I don't know. About this piece of yours. She has no part of this in this operation. So you have other plans for her. She's quite durable, a useful piece indeed. Yes, she's brought many interesting whispers from the dark, hasn't she? It's a pity moths don't last long in the rain. I've already passed the ritual intelligence on to Furton. They'll need her assistance to reach it. Just Moth alone. Please allow me to deploy an elite squad to assist. Your team's never made contact with the Timekeeper before, have they? That's correct. She always has preferred a softer touch. That won't be necessary. This isn't combat. Some doors require only a light torch to open, and our moth needs a light to fly too. This will likely be her final delivery. I don't like Constantine. I never liked Constantine. I don't. Yeah, I don't know why it just delayed there. So, Workplace Survival Guide. Who do you? Mr. Forget-Me-Not entrusted me to deliver the Fountain of Youth to the Sanctuary to assist you with the ritual preparations. This is my first time having the honor to enter the holy place, Apostle Animus. Oh, so the ever-noble Mr. Forget-Me-Not deigns himself above such tasks now, does he? What happened to him? It's not my place to question his affairs, Lady Apostle. But when I last saw him, his condition was concerning. More likely the result of incompetence more than the price of brewing the immortality elixir. This was his most sacred charge. No matter his state, he ought to have crawled back to the sanctuary himself and groveled at the Mother of Resurrection's feet. To eschew pilgrimage over mere flesh wounds? I see you wear no mask. Don't tell me he sent an untested follower to deliver ritual materials. I've pledged my fate to the incalculator of an arcanum, Lady Apostle. I am blessed. You're an apostle? You are an apostle! Pfft. First that red-haired fraud, now a near total stranger. How many more vermin must the Mother of Resurrection's gifts be squandered upon? No matter, I do not expect the likes of you to contribute anything meaningful to the ritual. You'll follow my orders. Whatever the title Forget-Me-Not gave you, remember who rules the sanctuary. As you will it, Apostle Animus. Alright, moving on to a safe journey, and we're gonna go to Bree's story. Alright, back to the gang. Back to the gang.
Timekeeper, are you sure this is the right direction?
Please trust me and my map. This is the way to the ruins. I promise.
We need to catch up with Dr. Doris as soon as possible. Hold on tight, everyone. I'm going to speed up.
Please slow down. Just a bit.
Oh, cute. Tiny blue flower shakes wildly in the wind, straining to grow toward the sheltered side. The snowmobile races across the frozen plain, its driver's face composed and certain. Yet her passenger's eyes widen.
Wow, incredible! You really are an arcanist. We couldn't figure out how this thing worked. The new model with the Chevrolet bumper, only Frile was able to drive it. But you knew how to drive it as soon as you touched the handle. Are you trained to use human technology at the Foundation too? If you are, it would be a huge case support to my study on arcanist lifestyles.
The truth is, Miss Amundsen, the Timekeeper has never driven before.
Oh god. As the world streaks past in a blur, panic creeps up onto the backseat driver's face. As soon as I heard the words, "never been driven before," I immediately panicked. Oh god.
What did you say?
Oh god.
Don't worry. I'm generally a proponent of safe driving.
You say that. I don't know what to say.
Generally?
Generally is not a good word to say. And crash.
What are those snowdrifts ahead?
Oh no.
Hydraulic ice towers! Pull over!
I didn't even need to click.
Tail switch.
Sonetto, save us! I feel bad for Miss Radio. You're never driving again. I'm afraid of her driving.
Thankfully, the vehicle isn't badly damaged. Miss Amundsen, are there any other obstacles ahead that we should know about?
That's strange. This should be an open plain.
Nonagon lowers her binoculars, muttering in confusion. She stumbles backward as her feet slip over an outcropping of ice.
We should take a detour. This place isn't suitable for snowmobiles.
Where the ice has failed, a burst of steam succeeds in sending her sprawling back onto the ground. Vernon can kill vehicles just by driving them. Even the vehicles say, "I had enough. I'm just gonna break down. Goodbye."
Miss Amundsen, are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm alright.
Her tough talk dies on her lips. She sniffs the air, her face stiffening.
Has my nose gone wrong? Or are we carrying rotten food?
The pungent odor is not an illusion. It's begun to spread all around them.
Do you smell that? Smell? It smells like... rotten reindeer meat.
It's the sour odor of protein being digested and broken down by microbes.
I'm sorry, what?
It seems to be coming in waves. First it's pungent, then it gets carried away on the wind. It must be coming from the ice towers.
That's what the steam is? They're like chimneys. Sonetto crouches, examining the hissing ice formation.
What are these towers exactly?
When there's magma beneath the surface, hot gas escapes through narrow cracks in the crust. When it meets the cold air, it vaporizes and forms hollow towers.
It's probably sulfur.
They're often seen around volcanoes. But there's no volcano here.
It's unnatural. Crouching on the ground, Nonaga's fingers gather crusted deposits from the vent's rim.
Ugh, it's so stinky. The sulfur dioxide in lava does have a strong smell, but it's not as sour and smelly as this. Besides...
She begins to an analysis at breakneck speed. Beads of sweat roll down her forehead as she shudders involuntarily.
The last time my team and I were here, these towers weren't.
So, a good amount of time has passed.
That was less than 100 days ago. They shouldn't have formed so quickly.
Unless...
And I've never seen towers like these before. They're so short and close together. Like a beehive. It's almost like they're the pores of the continent.
She unconsciously edges behind Sonetto for protection.
They are warm on the inside. Warm?
Sonetto raises a hand to examine the sample, not noticing her own fingertips have begun to tremble. Oh, without warning, the nearest ice tower erupts, a geyser full of foul-smelling vapor blasting several meters skyward. Miss Radio is blown over, plunging deep into the snowbank.
Don't hurt my precious flower.
But it's cute. Her muttered complaint is cut short by a panicked shriek nearby.
Ah! Burton, Sonetto, look.
What did you see? A finger! It's a finger!
What is that?
It's a fingy. And as the words of my favorite VTuber, Yubi.
The nail! It just sputtered out of the tower.
It's not just a nail, it's a finger. Or at least a part of the finger. Her voice jumps an octave higher, thin, soft, and wavering, as her legs buckle to the same tune.
At least now we can be sure that there are people around here. Or there were. Let's head further in.
What in the hell is going on in Antarctica? Wave upon wave of snow stretches up beyond them, steep rigid formations vanishing into the distance. After struggling up the shifting slopes, they finally stand atop the snow waves.
Timekeeper, over there.
I didn't see anything. I doubt. Bloodstains bloom across the white expanse, crimson glaring against the snow. A massive research station looms ahead. Blood has been smeared over its doors in violent streaks, a grotesque testament to the tragedy within.
Let's take a look.
Burton?
She knows what's going on.
Yes.
I can't go.
Yeah, horrible memories. Her refusal dies half spoken in her throat. Nautica clenches her jaw tight against the shivers of both panic and cold and takes a step forward. Another research station? Picking one's way past bloodstains and toppled insulation panels into the darkness proves difficult.
This is a large station. They have a kitchen, separate bedrooms, a biolaboratory, and a daylight simulation room. But, judging by the mess, it's been abandoned. Huh? What's this sticky substance on the ground?
Blood? Ooze?
It's black algae. There's so much of it here. Watch your step. It could be slippery.
The search continues.
There are arcane fluctuation traces on the desks and chairs. Timekeeper, look over there.
Following her pointed finger deep in the shadowed interior, a faint glimmer pulses and I see it, much like you see in Resident Evil. A glittery item.
Excuse me? Is anybody there?
You're looking at a shelf.
Hello? We're here to ask for help.
There's no one here.
I don't think we should go any further.
You know something, don't you?
Zinetto!
Uh-oh. Her teammate's voice rings out from the adjacent room.
Yes? Timekeeper.
Unfinished words fall to the ground like wet sand. It's a murder scene. It's impossible to tell whether what is left is a human or a lamb. A tent stake pierces his palm, pinning it high on the storage room wall. The Arctic wind slips between the explorer's boots, rushing into the room. The corpse frozen feet kick out over dust-covered cans. Dried blood has crumpled into flakes in the hyper-arid air, scattering like snow when the wind stirs.
He's been dead for quite some time.
There's an odd mark carved into his forehead.
Look at his hands. His nails have been pulled off.
Why? Silence falls over the three.
It's like some kind of sacrifice.
I'm telling you, manus vitae. Old school.
Some cultures believe the connective tissues containing keratin are unclean.
Overwhelmed by the horror of the sight, she drops to her knees and retches violently. I mean, you ate black algae. I'm sure a corpse like that wouldn't bother you, but yeah, I wouldn't blame her.
Stop it, Matu. It's just a corpse. It's not the first time you've seen one. It's not the first time.
What is earworm Matu? Her hands are trembling as she clutches at her head.
Something else is off. There's gauze on the floor, and brown powder around his wound. Looks like somebody gave him first aid.
Timekeeper, look! What's that hanging around his neck?
It's
a stethoscope.
He's a doctor.
Aside from the few creases on the tubing, it looks rather new, or at least well kept. Do you think he was a doctor?
The body's bloodied, but the stethoscope is clean. It was put on afterwards.
What, like a calling card?
Which means someone came here before us.
Uh-oh. Their analysis reaches a conclusion as their eyes met.
Dr. Doris.
Really?
Let's take it off and have a look.
The instant her fingers brush the stethoscope, the bloodied windbreaker, wool tops, desiccated skin, atrophied muscles, and the horrific truth fractures before their eyes.
Timekeeper, watch out!
He's alive! She stumbles back instinctively, yet the remains collapse toward them with gravitational inevitability.
Cover them out the nose.
When the dust clears, only two grotesque tent stakes remain embedded in the wall. Or the fact that he got dusted.
Within the great eternal mystery, even death itself shall die instantly.
Okay. She screams. A raw burst of terror, too long bridled, now explodes.
This is exactly what Matu said would happen. I told you we shouldn't have come here. Spirit, please save me. Oh, Hadja, save me.
Nanaga's teeth sink into her own fingers as her frenzy deepens.
Miss Amundsen, it's okay. Just take a breath.
No. You don't know what this means. Those poisonous monsters, those beasts. They hide in the whiteout. They eat people. They eat our souls.
Timekeeper, she's...
Yeah, she's going delirium.
That's it. It's over. Everyone will be eaten and you will be left all alone.
Nanaga collapses and curls up on the floor. Yeah, she lost it.
Just you and their nails. Alone.
I feel bad for her.
Nails?
Why nails? The realization comes as suddenly as a thunderbolt.
Nautica, did something similar happen to your teammates?
now paralyzed by her growing terror. Nautica seems deaf to all questions.
Timekeeper, watch out!
Critters ahead. Suddenly, human-sized monstrosities swarm from unseen corners around them. It's wolves that are covered in black goo. Yeah.
Sonetto, prepare to engage.
Copy that.
Whip these mutts into shape. The beasts snarl, breathing in and out with hungry and aggressive pants.
Subito sera.
I'm closing my eyes for this one. It hurts my eyes. Okay, which one is my... Okay. Let's go with this one.
Just tell me when you need the job done.
Alright, let me see what these wolves are. They look like,
These are the biggest sled dogs I've ever seen.
sled dogs.
But working dogs shouldn't be this aggressive.
Have you seen what's dripping out of their mouths? Or snouts?
I'm sensing very familiar arcane fluctuations. Manus Vindicte must have done something to them. Perhaps a calming incantation will abate the effects of the arcane skill they cast on them.
Alright, let me look at it. Energetic sled dog? That's more than energetic. That's rabies. Okay.
Guns, let the trail's still warm. Weak hide is fine.
Would you care to lie down?
Bullseye.
Hey!
You're a hard nut to crack.
Crow, what it? Don't worry. It's been proven safe. Hold my hand. It's just skipping stones.
All in moderation.
There we go. Done and done.
In the end, we'll travel to a place with blankets of green and
Continue the story. Bang. Though the field mission evacuation instructions never covered how to outrun a pack of monstrous hounds, somehow the well-trained team manages. But in deep snow, the beast's superior speed and stamina rendered the end of their chase inevitable.
I removed Manus Vindicte's effect on them. They should have calmed down by now.
Maw snapped wildly, just inches from snagging their fleeing prey.
Matu, the mother spirit will protect me, right? She'll protect me. Yes, she will, won't she?
Timekeeper, there's the snowmobile.
Their snowmobile stands loyally in the clearing, and hopefully it's still working.
Really? Really, snowmobile has come to save me.
Get on, Miss Amundsen. Give me your hand.
Okay.
Grab tight. I'm starting the engine.
Oh no. She's driving again. The engine screams to life, throwing the spray of ice shards into the air as it treads churn, a glittering mist rising behind it. I can't read fast. Plus, I don't know how long this will pick me up here. Alright, I guess it's time for me to take a break, because it is late. So, I just came back again, and I realized something while I was at work. I couldn't buy this while I was recording, so there is a bundle where you can buy a bunch of, I can't remember, Lumilogs? The very things you need to use to pull characters from this game. And this came with this thing called Friendship in Suitcase. So a fog-shrouded box style photo album. Open it to get a 6-star character of your choice. And if you manage to get this in this month, this will expire by the end of October. Or at least at the 30th. So let's see what our choices are. So I could get more owned characters that I do own to get their artificers, or I could pick ones that I do not own. Which I had, there's Alov, there's Lobetta, there's Jay, Winsong, Getian, Calabona, Pickles, our favorite dog, Psychic, Menace Pocket, Centurion, and a Knight. Which is the only characters I do not have as a 6-star. And I've argued to myself every time when a choice of secondary summons that involve Calabona, I have made a lot to try to get her, and none of them, she was very stubborn. Especially Para or Aleph as well. Aleph I was going for at first, but my pride tells me I need to have this one into my roster. Because, look at her. She is gorgeous. And I don't think I did the quest, event story for it. But after so much, I have sacrificed my bank. Not really bank.
Most star scryers won't read their own future. We are supposed to remain philosophical about almost everything, either good or bad. But I broke the rule. Or say, I've seen it coming.
And I broke my very will of pulling for this character, and I managed to use that item that only you can get once to get her. I say I deserve this, because you made me lose a lot. A lot. I didn't spend a lot of money on this one, but I did spend a lot of freaking Lumina dogs. I had 80, or at least 120. I spent at least 80 of those on her, and I haven't gotten her at all. And most of those Lumina logs were free that I saved up. Let me tell you. Then there's this thing. A mysterious invitation. It invites a random 6-star character to join you. So I think when I signed in yesterday, while working on the other half of the video. Yeah. So these are just randomly. I could get anyone that I've owned or not owned. I could press a whole character for details, but it's all about this is randomly inviting me here. So, let's see what I get. Who I get. It's so weird that I had to use my mouse here. Alright. Who do you think it's going to be, guys? It's a beast. Papera! Ay, ay, ay.
This place brings back memories of my old house. Say, does this place have a retirement wing? Then it'd be a one-stop nostalgia station for me.
I had never planned on getting Lopera when I was saving for Nala, but I'm glad that this was pity here. Under the glaring light, yeah. So we're at a research station again, but it looks all bloodied and things just here and just gone horrible, like what we seen in Thing, you know. I like watching that movie. I haven't watched the reboot version of it at all. It's like more gruesome. Yeah, Abandoned Research Station is the best name for it. Another equally forgotten research station. Close enough, just a few slips away. Yet it proves enough distance to put the crazed dogs off their chase. The windows are drafty, the power dim and dying. But at least the air carries no stench of blood or decay.
Every room has been checked. There are no hidden enemies. Thank you, Seneto. Let's take a rest before we set off again. Timekeeper. According to the official map, the previous station we entered is called Shackleton Station. It's supposed to be the site of the largest scientific research operation in a 70-mile radius. If even they fell victim to such a tragedy, it's hard to imagine any of the smaller stations surviving it. There must be a purpose behind these attacks. Judging from the state of the corpses, the researchers were sacrificed for some kind of ritual.
Of course. Rituals.
If we assume that Manus Vindictate did this...
There is no doubt. This was done by those snow monsters.
Nanaka's muffled voice emerges from the corner. After their last encounter, she had been silent and still as if like a statue. But at least she begins to unpack jars and cans of food from her bag.
Then it's highly likely that this was all in service of the same ritual Mr. Aleph mentioned.
It's so cruel. What kind of ritual would require such a thing?
We have too little information to piece together the truth. But judging by this massacre, they need human sacrifices. Or perhaps they're eliminating any aliens. In this case, humans. in the vicinity before they perform the ritual. In any case, this shows how much this ritual means to them.
And there's a stethoscope.
Dr. Doris.
Yeah. Why was she here, though?
If Dr. Doris was in fact here, then we're on the right track. According to Miss Amundsen's map, we're not far at all from the central region. We must catch up with Dr. Doris before she enters Manus Vindictae territory. From the looks of the angle of the sun, we still have some time to catch up to her before it gets dark.
Pardon me? Nautica arranges the food by type and size, muttering under her breath.
Mother Spirit, thank you for feeding us and for everything you provide. And of course, thank you to Miss Furton and Miss Sonetto for providing the food.
Their voices fall quiet for a time, replaced by the soft murmur of chewing and the slurp of canned food.
I'm glad to see you looking more calm.
Sorry, I wasn't always like this.
She stammers out an apology that gathers into an explanation.
I was...
Deep breaths.
They said I was like a fearless sled dog.
Don't worry. I understand. We've all gone through things that have scarred us.
The incandescent lights flicker as if nodding in agreement.
Is it to do with what we saw in Shackleton Station?
She untangles her fingers with force.
I know you need information, but there isn't much else I can tell you. Insanity, snow monsters, starvation. Death just kept on coming. Frile told me to run, so I did. I ran all the way back the way we came. I ran fast as I could. But when I got to the station, everyone had either left or...
She stops, unable to continue. Words aren't necessary to piece together the rest of her story.
I'm sorry.
Nautica shakes her head, meeting Sonetto's gaze, and she steels herself and tries again.
I don't know if it's because of hyperventilation or that I hit my head, but there's some things I can't remember clearly. But that fear I felt, that fear still haunts me. I'm no longer as brave as I used to be.
Miss Amundsen.
Back in my hometown, you're considered brave if you can tame a reindeer. We have a racing festival every year. Whoever wins the race serves as the voice of the Mother Spirit. They hear her voice, and it beats its rhythm in praise of the sun, and the flag of our village is raised high into the sky to declare their victory. I was the best dog and reindeer trainer of my age. I always thought I would be the one to beat the drum one day. But now, even my sled dogs are gone. They were so brave to venture all the way to Antarctica with me.
Her eyes drop. The words still don't come. Her fingers twist back together, untwist, then twist again.
I'm not that girl anymore.
The air feels damp, damper than it has any right to be on this cold, dry continent. Sonetto turns and pulls out a thick stack of documents, meticulously organized, as always.
Miss Amundsen, I thought you'd like to see this.
An expedition diary? Oh, did you take all these from Shackleton Station?
Yes. Due to the urgency of the situation, we were only able to grab a few documents. We thought you'd have liked to look through them had we not encountered those rabid dogs. So we took what we could before we left.
A survey of the Antarctic cryptobiosphere, an index dictionary of arcane ruins, a polar guide to the arcane cultivation of vegetables. Incredible. Oh, fantastic. With this, we may finally master how to grow potatoes in polar regions.
Under the dim light, Nautica's face flushes red with emotion. A long time passes before she realizes she has been lost in her own reading. She gathers each precious page, then looks up at her new teammates. There's a conflict burning in her eyes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
In the end, all she can manage is to repeat her thanks.
It was worth the risk.
Damn, yawning. The scent of canned food lingers in each savors, both the fullness of their bellies and the rare moment of peace.
What are you looking at, Sonetto?
Sonetto closes the door, looking very grave.
The sun doesn't seem to have moved at all since we last calculated the angle, Timekeeper.
Oh, is it the midnight sun? If only I had the eyes to see it.
Technically, it's autumn in Antarctica at the moment. Polar day only occurs in the summer months.
Indeed. We've seen it rise and fall several times since we left from Tierra del Fuego. And even if it were the season for Polar Day, the solar angle would still vary.
Nautica's breathing once again picks up speed as their analysis progresses.
No. No, it can't be. All these abnormal phenomena. The sun standing still in the sky. That aurora in the broad daylight.
Okay.
What's that sound? Are we in an avalanche? No, it sounds like the screaming of critters.
I think it's Manus attacking us.
Timekeeper, take a look at this.
They burst out from the station's door. Weird creatures flap their wings in the cold wind, hissing desperately at the intruders.
It's the snow monsters! They're flying beasts!
Miss Amundsen, stay back.
I guess we'll fight again. I wonder what we'll face, though. But let's see. What do I need this time? Alright. I think I had another... Honestly, actually, I'll stick with this.
Harmony is precious.
I'm barely gonna edit these things anyway.
Snow monsters! They said they're flying beasts!
These are Manus reformed Alishiaos. We've encountered them before.
Then we're heading in the right direction.
A pot of liquor amidst the flowers.
Sailors, get ready. Icarus, eyes on the target.
The feast of all feasts.
It's a good thing it's only one wave,
Please
though.
accept this spring as a gift.
So here, nobler common.
I'll show
Is that
I found my target.
Now! Give them a warm welcome.
Nice. I knew Cassandra was so good.
The way forward requires a determined heart to resist temptation.
Okay. With a piercing shriek, the Olitiao plummets from the sky. And as if perfectly aligned, it lands square and heavy on their poor snowmobile. Damn it!
No, 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 no.
She dashes out, desperate to save the vehicle's teetering on the edge of destruction, only to be held back by her companions.
Don't!
I mean... it could have been worse. Flames shoot out first, followed by a screeching roar. Rising to its grand finale, a spectacular explosion. Jesus. The transmission tears free from the blast. The snowmobile lies scattered across the white ice field, flames still licking over its spilled fuel tank. Blinded by the smoke rising from the fire, they make out a glowing mass that brightens the endless daylight sky.
No. That was our only means of transportation.
Well, by the looks of your summon, you could be the secondary one. Sorry, she had 4 legs in her second form. Like, is she either a beast? I'm not sure. So on to the worst journey. Oh yeah, the worst journey in the world. We hope someone found joy on the ride, even if just for a moment. I'm trying to figure out who that is, I think. I know it's a bunch of Xeno soldiers, but who is this? Like an engineer or... I don't know who. Guess we'll find out. They trudge upward through the deep snow.
Great. Mother Spirit. I'm almost there. Just a little farther.
Unsteady and fresh snowpack makes it nearly impossible to keep a steady footing. Sorry, I was snacking on something. Each step comes with a wobble as she rebalances herself.
Traveling on foot was never a good choice for an expedition. Evil snow monsters. First, sled dogs, then mad critters.
Her ice axe slams deep into the packed snow.
Now endless daylight. Endless glaring sun. Is all this because of that ritual? What the heck are those snow monsters trying to do?
Miss Amundsen, how long until we reach the ruins?
I don't know. I don't know.
Another avalanche, come on. Or is it another rubble?
Careful, something's coming.
A low, thunderous rumble vibrates the ground beneath their boots.
An earthquake?
No, not an earthquake. Lower your body. Whatever you do, don't lose your footing.
The black substance surging beneath the ice shatters the frozen layers, erupting out over a distant ridge. The creeping darkness spreads downhill, fracturing the Earth as it advances toward the cluster of research stations. The polar wind carries faint, helpless howls from the same sled dogs that had chased them yesterday.
The sled dogs. Oh, they're smart. They avoided the cracks very intelligently.
Nautica murmurs under her breath, unable to hide her concern.
Nautica, you're a capable reindeer and dog trainer, right? Huh?
Oh, no. I really don't think that's a good idea. They tried to kill us yesterday.
Her protests die on her lips until, finally, she swallows up her remaining objections.
Well, maybe I can give it a try. They might still have some sense.
On hands and knees, she scrambles up the slope.
But it's been a while since I last gave any orders. What if they don't listen to me?
Come on, Nautica. Time to hit the drum.
Her eyes widen. Then she nods.
You're right.
A long, clear whistle pierces the air from Nautica's chapped and cold lips as she waves her arms wildly. In the distance, the frenzied sled dogs take notice and gradually quiet. But, okay.
Heck?
It's young Nautica! She sweeps her arm backward in a grand gesture. Chaotic snow scrambling sounds carry from afar, the long unruly dog team now stirring to command.
You can do this, Nautica. Try again.
A pause hangs thick in the air. The sound of barking dogs gets nearer as approaching paws churn the snow into a rushing tide of powder.
Easy!
Nautica presses her palms downward.
Get ready, everyone!
Her legs are shaking, but her eyes glittered with exhilaration.
Timekeeper, are we really going to do this?
What, you're gonna ride dogs? The dog team is nearly upon them, still half wild as they speed forward. Yet, in a single swinging motion, Naga pulls herself up and over, and I can barely read that. Miss Radio rustles, nearly tumbling from her perch.
Ooh! Oh, mother of... What are we doing?
Oh, look at this Annelle just trying to close her eyes while... Aw. And look at Fern just being... I can't tell whether or not she's not feeling anything, but she's calm. And look at Nautica being happy and all.
I have no idea.
Let me see if I can read this here. Oh, yeah, yeah, she pulls herself up and over the top of the lead sled dog. Yeah.
Straight ahead! Straight ahead!
The dogs charge down slope without hesitation, ignoring any potential pitfalls that may be hidden in the mist.
Oh, right! Pat them around the head and neck. That will help you bond with them.
Yeah.
I suppose that makes sense.
Fingers brush over a sled dog's head, coarse yet soft fur slipping between them.
I hope Ulrich has come across friends as reliable as these.
Nautica presses low, burying her face in the soft fur behind the dog's neck.
I did it! I did it!
Aww.
These are the biggest sled dogs I've ever seen!
And ever ridden.
Lieutenant, we have spotted a suspicious unit.
Muldeer grabs the intercom and pulls it close, listening for messages cutting through the whiteout.
A schooner has come ashore due east. It appears to be alone.
Team 1 and 2, come with me. Team 3, stay and keep watch.
With mutual trust, the disciplined soldiers move in silent synchronization, slipping behind a natural barrier near the ice shelf. With an anchor splash, the schooner drifts up against the icy shore.
Target presents as an arm, but we can't rule anything out yet. Team 1, follow me. Team 2, stand by at bunker A2. Keep your eyes on the coast. We don't want to be caught unaware if they send reinforcements.
Her hand held over her firearm, Muldeer leads the infantry squad forward in measured strides. Blinded by the whiteout, the schooner's passengers march themselves obliviously into the waiting ambush.
Seasickness, whiteout, and judging by the trembling compass pointer, something's messing with the magnetic field here.
This sounds familiar.
Boss, you're probably the least suitable person in the world to be doing this mission.
Shoot. I can already hear my silicon dioxide crackling.
Yeah, it's Ulrich and his escort.
Find a windproof bunker. I need to reapply the hydrophobic and cold-resistant coatings.
Now!
First, muscles snap into unison, all aimed at the awakened and his guard.
Sergeant Frickman, take 2 soldiers with you and search the schooner for any other threats.
At her signal, 3 armed soldiers advance through the swirling snow.
You are under arrest.
An ID badge hangs conspicuously on the chest of the figure before them.
Laplace researcher.
The ferrofluid inside his head morphs through multiple shapes at blinding speed.
That uniform. Are you from Xeno? There must have been a mix-up. We have the official approval of the St. Pavlov Foundation.
I guess he doesn't know. After a prolonged silence, the guard interrupts his testimony.
Boss, I've seen their faces hanging in the Hall of Merit. So unless they're ghosts, we've just stumbled upon the rebels.
Muldeer closes her eyes briefly, as if avoiding a particular word.
What is your purpose here?
Ulrich raises his right hand to the white mist, his left remaining at his pocket.
It's none of your business. All you need to know is that we're not a threat to you.
We came here alone. No backup.
A voice comes over the intercom.
Dear Kenneth, the schooner is clear. Only an unarmed sailor on board. The outpost confirmed that they haven't spotted any other ships.
Lower your gun, Lieutenant. We're not a threat. We're just here to play a tune.
A poor excuse, researcher. Please head back to where you came from. Now is not the best time to play sing-song in Antarctica.
I'm not leaving.
Yeah, he's got his pet science project going on. The Awakened raises his left hand, a grenade's gripped within it, the pin already loose, the pressure on his fingers on the lever, all that stands between the striker and the fuse.
Fall back!
Muldeer barks her squad back and advances alone, her firearm held high and steady.
Calm down, sir. You're a researcher. Perhaps you should stick to the pursuit of knowledge and leave the explosives handling to me.
She locks on to the tiny silver lettering stamped on the grenade.
RGD 57285 Theta K 006. I know the owner of this grenade. After the first storm, all Xeno equipment was codified under a particular numbering system and distributed among the platoons. But the number on this grenade belongs to someone special. Someone in an independent team. Someone who has a unique code on all her equipment, including her famous SU Noledin Veye flying device.
Lilia, isn't it?
Slav.
Yep.
So, you've been in contact with Team Timekeeper.
And what if I have?
From the swirling pace of his ferrofluid, it's clear he's taken the question badly.
So the weapon that was supposed to protect me is the very thing that gave me away. How ironic.
With a wave, Muldeer signals her squad to hold position while she holsters her gun, then grasps the grenade with one hand.
Are you out of your minds? This is a real grenade, you know. Powerful as 200 grams of TNT.
Did she just disarm the grenade? The pin whips back into place. The spring retracts. Everything resets to its factory new state. Now that's how you disarm a grenade, by rearming it.
Your arcane skill.
She offers no explanation as she wrenches the now harmless grenade from Uwick's grip.
For the last time, what is your purpose here?
Again, might be a good thumbnail right here, in all honesty. I would think so.
Is it about the Timekeeper? About Verden?
What do you want to know? To the Fool and the High Priestess. That's the weirdest thing you have to see here. Alright. We're going to have to do that here and there. It looks like we're going to have to fight in our hands, but... Oop, I see a little mess on my table. Hang on. So how are they going to interrogate him? Muldeer's fingers tense around the intercom.
Yes, that's right. Given the helicopter malfunction, we would be hard-pressed to make any movements unless absolutely necessary. We still have plenty of resources. We're prepared for the long haul.
She hesitates at the difficult question, weighing her answer before speaking.
No Foundation armed forces have yet appeared. I suspect the King George V coast is not their first landing choice. Victoria Land. Isn't that near?
Her inquiry is cut short.
Yes, understood. We are on high alert. No suspect will be spared.
Muldeer puts away the communicator. I always narrate things. Alright. Ulrich sits, restrained along with his guard.
All that chatter, yet you didn't report the thing most worthy of reporting. Am I so trustworthy?
Maybe.
You are disarmed, with no locator and no backup. It would be redundant to report you. There's no need to disturb Father with such things.
Redundant, useless information, like the hundreds of millions of possible combinations of the Enigma machine that are discarded once the code is deciphered. Anyway, are you certain there's no room for a deal?
He raises his handcuffed hands. A bullet is loaded. That single action makes it clear who holds authority in this camp.
No deals for captives.
Ulrich pauses, though not entirely too long.
A soldier's loyalty should be unwavering, no? Then why did you turn to Manus Vindictae?
That's a good question. The shadows of distant clouds cascade down the mountain, bringing a rush of chill air, as if to freeze both time and space.
It's none of your business.
Well, right back at him.
Touché. Did the other soldiers agree with this decision? No need to tell me. Your silence is answer enough.
Ulrich laces his tone with sarcasm.
Those who were loyal to you stayed, and those who weren't were exiled. While I'm sure you have a trustworthy team, you must have suffered a significant loss to your manpower.
Those who weren't. Muldir takes out her communicator.
So you're here to listen to music, huh?
The hell's that?
My father would appreciate this record. Given this is the only thing with you besides your expedition gear, it must have something to do with your purpose here.
That's supposed to be a Regulus record here, huh? Although I will admit, that's just silly.
I assume the LSCC has made another development, but I wonder how many sacrifices have been made to get to this point. And what will these sacrifices get you this time? The expected results or an unexpected failure? I am on the edge of my seat.
She taps the communicator again, masking simmering anger with a distant but focused calm. He refuses to take the bait. All he does is flicker.
Then I assume you're able to accurately predict the consequences of all your actions? So, where do you predict this decision will take you?
Her finger freezes mid-dial.
To wearing their mask and losing your sanity? To screaming and gouging your eyes out? Or are you planning to play the loyal Manus Dog, helping them bring about one storm after another until every one of your rivals has been washed away?
I don't think pissing off the rebels was on the mission brief. Boss!
Your actions are poised to undo all your past efforts by your own hand. I'll admit, I'm no tactician, but as a researcher, I can't see the logic in this choice. Were my experimental method to be proven wrong, I wouldn't simply give the entire project up. I'd adjust the variables and change my method. As a new Laplace member said, there are no wrong projects, only rules that have not yet been made reproducible. Every researcher will inevitably experience many failures. We just brush ourselves off and get back on our feet.
I get the feeling that's not the case for Muldir.
Or are you hiding behind your military orders to absolve yourself from making decisions? Is that why you're hiding here on this coast right now?
Well, guess that ship has sailed.
Muldir turns toward the coast. She draws a deep breath, letting her thoughts stabilize in a single direction. The King George V coast, a place where defense would be favored.
Intelligence has confirmed that the Foundation's fleet is coming from the Ross Sea. Presumably, that's the area of operations.
They shouldn't have rushed reinforcements to Victoria immediately.
There is only one transport helicopter, but the journey is traversable for a well-trained team.
But Father never gave that order. He just left his children waiting at the ice shelf's edge, far from the battlefield, still on standby.
Well, looks like this mission is a great big fail. Least we can have one last chocolate MRE before we're toast. Do you want a piece, boss?
Thank you. But chewing isn't in my repertoire. It doesn't matter how ready to eat the meal is.
Mr. Ulrich.
Muldir snaps out of her thoughts and turns with piercing focus.
How much do you know about Manus Vindicte's plans in Antarctica?
Her sharp shift in questioning puts Ulrich on edge.
No deal made, and you still want some info. Is this how Xeno trains its soldiers?
She looks away deliberately.
Honestly, I've never been much of an interrogator. But before I pour you into Terra Nova Bay, I have to know who or what is behind your mission here.
Wait, what?
The ferrofluid flickers, circuits crackling inside. The situation appears hopeless.
Sergeant Whitegloves, Sergeant Friedman.
At Muldir's call, 2 sergeants flank her on either side.
Take him back to the old building in the station. That will be a more suitable location for interrogation.
She signals with 2 fingers, and the sergeant seizes Ulrich by the arms, dragging him away. Damn.
Wait. You don't know what you're doing. You're making a huge mistake.
There's no response nor reaction. Ow, my eyes. Muldir leads the way, the golden tassels on her boots fluttering with each step.
Improvised speeches never really were my thing. Negotiations have failed. Guard!
A throwing knife slices through the restraints. The guard's freed hands immediately find a pistol concealed by an optical arcane skill.
Watch your step!
She's a tricky one.
Alright, we're fine now. Okay, so let's see what we do here. I think I know what to do here. What? I think I'm good with this.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first?
Finding Muldir again, huh? Alright, this will be an auto battle.
Keep up the pace. Feel my dark embrace.
Enemy reaction predicted. Breaking through.
Bleed, mortal!
Beat the Brook. And we're about to take out the leader.
Lieutenant, sorry we're late.
Backup has arrived.
Actually, you're here.
Just in time.
The
Wait.
way forward requires a determined heart
Okay.
to resist temptation.
It looks like the auto thing just skipped the dialogue, but that's my bad. The captives trudge forward, leaving uneven footprints in the snow. Ahead, Muldir marches with her head high, gaze fixed forward.
Boss, the situation's critical. Do I have your permission to use?
The whispers drift up with the wind.
So close to death, yet you're still in the mood for chit-chat.
The guard flicks the intercom on her chest.
This emergency intercom has a direct line to our commander-in-chief. If I press this button, our mission will fail. But it'll also send our coordinates to him. And we both know what'll happen after that.
Muldir shows no trace of concern. She doesn't even turn back.
What are you waiting for then? Press it. We're ready.
Leading the way, Muldir pushes open the doors to the research station. Faint moans echo behind the door.
Sergeant Whitegloves, Sergeant Friedman, please wait outside. I would like to have a private conversation with our guests.
Alright, so they have a clinic. With the click of an H switch, dim lights flicker one by one. Light and dim and flickering light as it is dispels the darkness, revealing the sources of moans one by one.
This is...
The research station has been converted into a field hospital. Frail patients lie sprawled out on each cot.
The aftermath of Manus Vindicte's actions.
Muldeer's face is half shrouded under the dim lights.
They have slaughtered researchers from stations across Antarctica. Most died immediately, while others were taken to their base. They didn't tell us why. These are the people we found who were still breathing.
Are they all humans?
His indignation is clear enough.
For the most part. There are some of our kind, too.
She approaches the cot and gently tucks the patient's hand back under the warm blankets.
When we first arrived in Antarctica, we were hit by a blizzard near Manus Vindicte's base. We lost some of our men in it. By the time we found them, they had all suffered serious mental breakdowns. Father promised us a shelter. But now, everyone in Andrea's team has donned the mask and become a mad follower of the Manus.
I know how it feels to lose your comrades.
Some untold story lingers, but the guard chooses silence. After inspecting each patient, Muldeer holds at a square desk, her silhouette gilded in the lamp's amber glow.
Alright, I'm putting all my cards on the table. The current situation isn't good for either of us. We need to trade information if we want to stay in the game.
So I knew that Muldeer had some doubts, but she couldn't disobey the Admiral's orders. Which is frustrating enough. But that's soldier's life for you. Alright. Okay, so we gotta speak to the voiceless voice again.
Turn away. Cover your nose. Better not look at this scene unless you're mentally prepared. What a mess. Surely the work of amateurs.
Then describe it in a digestible way, or let me see it for myself.
Well, as you can see, there was more than one person here. How many is anybody's guess. Anyone with a sense of justice wouldn't let this happen.
So, are you mocking them?
I'm just a soldier, a brainless follower of orders. I have no grounds to make judgments on morality. But loyalty, that I do know about. Anyone could pledge their allegiance to an undefeated commander. It's a no-brainer for most soldiers. But give that commander a few heavy losses, a couple of misjudgments, and that loyalty becomes a whole lot harder to give. So if you really want to prove how loyal you are, you should follow a stupid commander. The stupider the better. Just be sure you know what you're getting yourself into. That lieutenant, though, she's a sure way off from being a loyal subordinate. She must have been sick to the stomach when all this went down. Just a kid.
And he's talking about Muldeer. Yeah. So, he describes the situation of that clinic, or the field hospital. And Muldeer, as I figured out when I played chapter... Was it 8? Yeah, chapter 8. It just comes to show that she has some extreme doubts, but she couldn't disobey the Admiral's orders because he is an Admiral, and she owes her life to the man. So, yeah, but... And I think at the point, she's having thoughts, but she's gotten herself in a situation where she can't really voice her concerns anymore. Like, she has to do this discreetly, anything discreetly. Maybe that's why we might get her in the new banner, because she might join Team Timekeeper, but I don't know how this will go. The Call of the Wild is the 10th part.
That's odd.
Nautica looks down at her map, then up at the surrounding snow slopes and peaks. She repeats this several times, searching for familiar landmarks.
Are we lost?
Yes, you might be.
My team reached the outer perimeter of the ruins twice. The entrance should be right around here.
She rubs her gloved hands together, the fabric rustling softly.
Sorry, Merton. The terrain here is nothing like I remember.
Just so you know, I've lost all radio reception from the Foundation.
No signal, no landmarks, no working compass, and the terrain doesn't match what's on the map. What should we do now, Timekeeper?
Their energetic sled dogs, after only a brief rest in the snow, start chasing each other's tails. Aww.
Hey, hey! My watch is not for dogs. Give me that. Shoo, shoo.
Nautical wipes the drool off her antique watch before storing it safely in her pack. The dogs play in a Ouroboros-like circle, happy whimpers filling the air.
I have an idea. In fact, the answer's right in front of us. Shh. Watch.
Dr. Doris's stethoscope.
Ah, I see. Verdon's gonna be knows about the dogs. Maybe the sled dogs can have a trained sense of smell, so they figure out where that scent's going. And she's hoping that the sled dogs would lead them to where she might be.
You're right. It's been staring us right in the face. The sled dogs are canines after all. They should have a sensitive sense of smell.
But will that work in the Antarctic weather?
Yes. If we give them a moment to smell the stethoscope, they may be able to track down the scent left on it. Let's hope it works.
The lead dog releases its companion's sulky tail and lowers its snout to sniff the stethoscope.
They smelled something.
Here's the funny thing. I keep thinking, if that stethoscope was found on a dead body, wouldn't they go back to where they came from? Where they first found the stethoscope?
Hop on their backs.
But for the sake of plot, they'll just go towards where she might be. The daylight that shines on this hinterland stretches into eternity. Still, movement across the icy wastes seems meaningless without reference points, just as none could say how long the sled dogs run before their sudden halt. The stone labyrinth. Okay.
I made it. This is where my team went before.
She pulls the harness, and the sled dogs obey in a steady and concentrated stop.
The guide appears, then fades from human sight. If the devoted journey, let their songs unite.
Matu was right. The Mother Spirit was right. Oh, it was the right decision to join you.
The companions pat the dogs as they dismount.
Where are we? A labyrinth in a valley?
Relay believed that these were the only outskirts of the site. She said that if we pass through the valley, we might even find the real ruins of a temple, or a city even. Look at this stone wall. There are excavation marks on it. We ran into an abnormal whiteout last time. It was too dense. We couldn't make out any details.
She sprints to the nearest rock face, crouches, strips off a glove, and presses her warm palm against the frozen stone.
I've never seen this kind of rock before. Is it some kind of fossil?
It's Toliitic basalt. It forms at mid-ocean ridges, down at the bottom of the sea. Look at the geometric pores and the golden mineral veins. If Fride were here, she'd call it a miracle. A once-in-a-425 million year occurrence. Fride. She would have been so excited to see this, even if it is only the size of my palm. That's why she joined the expedition.
Head bowed, she warms the rock before slipping it into her pocket, as if cradling some cherished life form. What was that? After a faint tremor, the arcane fluctuation dissolves into flying snow pellets. Instinct carries her 2 steps forward before freezing.
Timekeeper?
Her sight has locked onto an anomalous snow mound at the base of the opposite rock face.
Not an illusion.
Crouching, she brushes away the accumulated powder. The typewriter. A portable vintage typewriter.
I read about this typewriter in the file. Miss Whiterum and Nala also mentioned it.
Yeah. It is that typewriter. In this era, it typed terse medical records for the drowning girl, recorded Sao Paulo's raucous nights, and bore witness to Ushuaia's Poetry Society.
That's right. This is Dr. Doris's typewriter.
Another one of her belongings. Is it too coincidental to be mere chance? What's this all over it? Scale powder?
Okay, so I think that's the same typewriter, but what's she doing there?
Blood. It's dry.
Penguins, seals, or the fallen at the research station. The bloodstains could belong to anyone, including Dr. Doris.
Whether these were left intentionally or not, this proves that we're heading in the right direction.
So much blood. She may be injured. We need to find her as soon as possible.
Everyone crowds around, including Miss Radio, who had been lying on one of the dogs. Barren mountains flanked them on both sides. A stone labyrinth of basalt standing a sentinel at the pass, its end shrouded in mist. The lead dog approaches, then raises its head, alerted to some unseen threat.
Where are you taking me?
Miss Radio, no! Nanaka presses 2 fingers to her lips and issues sharp whistle commands. Their paws churn the soft snow, drowning out the whistle commands meant for the loyal friends. The excited sled dogs charge into the labyrinth, carrying the helpless Miss Radio with them, and soon disappear from view.
They're gone. What do we do now?
We follow.
Think positively. Perhaps they'll just get there before us. Let's go after them.
Their movement triggers something hidden, causing the snowfield around them to shake.
Wait, there are critters hiding out nearby. There they are. Timekeeper, watch out!
Great, we've got more pests. Okay, with the time I have accumulated, it might be over 2 hours and 38 minutes, but I think that's my time for now, but I'm gonna try to do one more, maybe one more. So, Des pas sur la neige. If that's how you pronounce that, then I have no idea. It's always darkest before the dawn. And it's a scene too. Maybe I'll do another one. Probably we'll get to 12 before that. The suspense is killing me, as always. They might be lost.
Guys?
Exhausted, Nanaka finally breaks the silence of their long trek. The chief assistant waves her glass feeder, inscribing a tiny that's 6, right? 6 beside them. To its left are the 5 preceding numerals in solemn sequence.
Yes, Nautica. We noticed it too. This is the 6th time we've passed this stone wall.
labyrinth it is.
It might even be more than the sixth time. We walked for 15 minutes before we realized we were going in circles. I'm afraid we have to face the fact that we're trapped in this labyrinth, Timekeeper.
Just like in the legends. The Black Forest, the Demon of the Crossroads, the Twilight Loop.
Well, wait, Miss Amundsen.
Oh, she's about to panic again. Stop her.
We need to think dialectically. Let's not jump straight to evil spirits. It could be the result of some kind of arcane skill.
That is a possibility.
I had the same thought, but I don't sense any arcane fluctuations around here. That said, Miss Radio and the sled dogs couldn't just vanish into thin air. There must be a hidden exit, or something else at play here.
Nautica stomps back and forth, soft snow rustling under her feet.
Let me give it a try. I may not be an Arcanist, but we human explorers have our ways.
She begins rummaging through a mountain of gear, searching for a vital tool. The mechanical gears turn dutifully, just as they had half a century ago on this same frozen ground.
My grandfather taught me how to tell the directions using a watch and the position of the sun. I have his watch right here. I took it with me. Let me see. What was it again? Point the hour hand towards the sun and bisect the angle between the hour hand and 12 o'clock to find the south. Wait, we're in the southern hemisphere, so it actually points north. Thankfully, we aren't in the polar night yet. We still have the sun in the sky.
Her excitement soon falls into silence. Nautica shakes her head and curls up, giving the appearance of a startled armadillo.
There's no sun.
North, south, west, east, the sky is smothered under thick clouds in every direction. Snow and mist scatter enough light to see. The now red sun lies hidden away.
Manus Vindictae's ritual is affecting the day and night cycle.
Don't worry, Miss Amundsen. There must be another way. Timekeeper, I suggest we try to exit this area first.
Agreed. We can't afford to risk any more time in here.
That's number 2. That's number 1. Magically, we're back at 6. What the hell? Wow, I know you're not an athletic person, Snow, but Jesus.
We're back at the beginning again.
I've been keeping an eye on the sled dog's footprints. We've been following them all this time, yet we still seem to be going in circles. How did they disappear? Along with Miss Radio.
Is this a trap? A trap that only lets dogs leave? I don't want to be stuck here forever. The ruins are just behind the pass. They're so close. Is it really impossible to get there? But Matu told me that it's different this time. This is the closest I've ever been.
Her voice shakes as she looks into the distance, brimming with expectation.
Across this land, the Mother's light is sown, and through all things, her spirit clearly shone. This is what I came for.
What the hell? Dogs! Faint barking drifts out from the labyrinth's end, distorted by distance. It ought to be less than a mile away, but it seems now to extend into an unimaginably vast space, distorted by the labyrinth's power.
The sled dogs followed Dr. Doris' scent from the typewriter.
That's right. And the direction of their barking is consistent. So, unless the labyrinth has been designed to carry sound in a particular direction, they must have made it through to the other side, where the ruins are, which means Dr. Doris must have made it through the labyrinth too.
Exactly. Although we can't be sure whether she was guided here. Let's assume that she was alone.
Alone and blind, mind you.
Then, despite the fact that she's blind, somehow she didn't get trapped by these stone walls.
This Dr. Doris you're looking for, she's blind?
Nautica gasps in surprise, lifting her head from the snow. Wait, did she put her head in the snow? An ostrich? Sorry.
Yes, she always covers her eyes with a patch or bandage.
A look of intense focus settles on Nautica's face.
Through Giant Mother's bones, the path is laid. In bloody pain, eternal life is made. The blind seer walks, and we her path do take. For all will shift in the Evernight's wake.
Are those proverbs from the legend of the Mother Spirit?
Yes, they are.
Could this folktale from your hometown actually derive from reality?
Even in my hometown, many people think this proverb is an expression of the people's want for spring after the long polar night. But I've always thought that there is something else behind it. You see, the blind Dr. Doris wasn't trapped, and the dogs who followed their noses also made it through the labyrinth. We looked around this labyrinth. We looked for landmarks and for clues. We even looked for the sun to guide us. We looked. That's the difference between us and them. We've only been using our eyes.
So, yes, the dogs don't even like to look. They smell, and they just follow the scent. Dr. Doris, on the other hand, is blind, so she has to use her hearing to find an exit from this labyrinth. Well, everybody took their time trying to figure this out because they were just looking around. They're using their eyes and not their ears, their other senses.
Are you saying that...
Maybe, if we close our eyes, the true direction will be revealed.
Close your eyes, Vertin.
Aw, it's 37, isn't it?
Only when your eyes are closed will your mind open up.
That is very true. Shut off one sense, and the others gets enhanced. Clear clues, simple deductions, familiar theories.
It's worth a try. We don't have any other ideas at the moment. We trust you.
Their ice-cold hands clasped together.
Are you ready to walk in the darkness, ladies?
Yeah. One wife on one hand, and potential on the other. She closes her eyes. It's pitch black around you. We will have to feel our way forward. Choose your direction and explore the maze step by step. As you explore in darkness, your awareness will fade. Find the exit before your disorientation reaches 100%. When you are unsure of where to go, tap to activate Mind's Eye and find the right way. After use, it requires 2 rounds to recharge. So let's move out. Now, I don't know. We have 5 deduction points here and there. Of course. Ever heard of the left-hand maze rule? They say if you follow your left hand along the wall, you'll eventually find the exit. Yes, because a maze can be seen as 2 sections divided by the correct path. Follow the edge of one, and you will inevitably reach the exit. That makes sense, so why don't we give it a try? My gloves stuck frozen to the rock. And... Ooh! Okay, so can we go right this time? I guess? And look, we found it! Several distant, but the direction is... Several blocks echo, but the direction is unknown. There's downward. The path is shaped by what I know, and I cannot read that fast. Let's see, can we go downward? There is nothing I left to feel but cold stone and the frost harden. Yeah, you can't tell. Ooh, I've got an idea. What if we try climbing the rock face? If it could find us the exit, but it's also risky. Actually, I'm quite experienced with hopping over walls. Though I'm not sure snow-covered rocks are as easy to fault as school fences. The darkness is drowning all sense of direction, and I shouldn't have tried that. I honestly shouldn't have tried that. Could we do downward? Another fork on the road. Yeah. Finding rods or a pendulum would help, but unfortunately our supplies are limited. All we've got is the golden fleece, a Ouija board, and some incense. Ah, the Ouija board. Can we try contacting the dead? Maybe there's a friendly soul nearby. Show us the way. If they knew the way out, they would still be wandering around here as ghosts. Viscous liquid seeps into every crack between the stones. The scent of blood hangs heavy, demanding caution. Oh boy. We're going right. Maybe? There's some uneven prints here. Seems someone's been through this way, Timekepper. Let's feel them first. A forked tubular protrusion with faint traces of arcane energy. Maybe it's an ancient fossil of some kind. Creatures with a similar shape have existed since the late Cambrian. No, Timekepper, the imprint is over there. That's my hand. Oh. I think she was counting for it. The wind blows here, cold enough to pierce through bone. Yes, we found the exit! Yeah! Before we reach 100%. Alright. Through the darkness, she follows old footprints along paths of melted and free-frozen ice.
The snow here feels different. It's harder than the last path we were on. I don't think we came this way when we were following the dog's footprints. Did we?
Basalt, stone walls. A path that can't be found with open eyes. I see it now. The designer of the labyrinth used these stone walls to create an optical illusion. We missed this entrance over and over again.
Right. Even if the dogs hit into a wall, they could still follow the scent. Of course! The Mother Spirit is always right.
There she is.
I think I see her.
What do you see, Vertin?
No. No. It's gone.
Take my hand, Timekepper.
Yes, take the wife's hand. I'm sorry, I always joke about these two. Darkness floods her vision, but the edge of the gloom still reveals a scattering of faint light. Through this flickering, directionless world, a golden melody pierces the silence.
Miss Erd, what is the answer that you're searching for?
Footsteps? Timekepper? Miss Sinetto? Miss Amundsen? Is that you?
Hi, Miss Radio. A familiar voice calls out.
Oh, thank goodness you're here. You have no idea how many times these reckless dogs almost flung me off their backs.
Miss Radio.
Oh, Miss Radio. Great. We did it. We made it out of the labyrinth.
If the Miss Radio had tears, where would she cry from? Oh, my eyes. Snow and wind blur her sight.
Where are we?
As soon as this clears up, we'll figure that out. The wilderness lies silent. The cries of ancient creatures, streams bordered by tropical jungles, and the life they held, all that once flourished and has since vanished. Life's meaning emerges at the confluence of cosmic dust and time. When it comes to its silence and sounds, its texture and shape, it just follows the flow without compromise. That's all I can read. Across the firmament, the rhythm has been struck. Not sure if I can read that in this. So, well. We made it out. We made it out. Yeah. I was trying to say vanished in this barren land, and I did read that says resistance. It's cool, though. Her initial excitement dulls into a daze. She stands frozen, unable to look away. She clenches her trembling fingers, tilting her head up to hide tears mixed between joy and fear.
I made it. I found it. It's real. The Mother's spirit does slumber far to the south. The legends are true. And I found it.
Its ancient architecture whispers out forgotten histories. Also, another potential thumbnail, but I'm not sure if the blurred image right here could do much. The air hangs so heavy that Nautica's sobs seem to sink straight into the earth.
We should keep moving. I have a feeling that all our questions will be answered once we pass through that gate.
The unsettling setting sun's cold light bounces between the walls until the heavy doors swallow the last glimmer. A colossus frozen in the sky that gazes down upon all visitors. Its silence and acknowledgement that they have passed the first trial. And the first trial we did pass. And we have successfully went through the maze, and that was, damn, a dark passage. Alright, last but not least.
Congratulations, you cleared the stage. Though I hardly thought it'd take you so long. The answer was right in front of you the whole time. Just cover your eyes. Funny, you had to do the very thing the enemy wanted you to.
I get it. That's how the man has navigated through this. Yeah, okay, so throughout the whole story in the game, maybe you didn't see Chapter 1. I think you saw Chapter 1. I'm not sure about the others, so I'm going to have to review my videos here and there, but basically, you've seen the manners have their eyes that covers their eyes, right? And they're stuck to it. And I guess that's the symbolism there. Cover your eyes from reality and follow what you can sense.
That was your third lesson. Hands serve to control. As for the first and the second, well, you've already seen the digestive and excretory systems. Save us both the time and look over your logs if you're curious. Back to the topic. You almost died in there thanks to the false intel from your Eye Scouts.
Eye Scouts.
Luckily, Brain Command reacted quickly enough to prevent the worst from happening. You better set a second in command to avoid this kind of thing happening again.
I choose my heart. I believe my mouth can do it.
The ever-beating strategic center, the hub that every drop of blood must pass through, the violently beating when agitated, the most reliable organ, besides the brain, because it has to be. If only it didn't have a mind of its own. That'll surely lead to destruction, whether it beats fast or slow.
Hey, you should be a critic.
It wasn't my intention to talk like a Renaissance artist, but when you reflect on Michelangelo's painting on that grand ceiling, there's no choice but to do so. The key to creating life could be either the Hall of Wisdom or the Land of Birth. So, you should understand art a little better now.
And I do, mostly. It's so weird, the metaphor of the fresco. Alright, with that, and I'll log to the second part, I think it's time for me to end the video here. So, I want to say thank you all for watching this video, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. In like or dislike, you know what it is. Any comments you want to put in for this story? Like, what is your take on the first part, on this first part? What is your take on this whole thing, really? And my attempts could have gone a little bit better, but I was second guessing and I didn't know where to pick. I really don't like mazes, but it sure does help when you have a pathway. But blind is reliable. Blindness can be reliable most times. So we finally made it through whatever this is, and I'm guessing this might be the base. Oh god, look at the penguins right there just scurrying off somewhere. And okay, there's a hole right there. It's a camp, barrels. Alright. I think we're good. So, I quite really am happy to get back into this game in the story wise. And I'm not sure if Nautica would be reliable in this game playthrough here, but I don't know. I'm not going to be able to spend a lot just to pull for one character. Because Moldir, I think, I saw her trailer today, yesterday. And it tells us, I think she was part of the Battle of 1999, maybe, or I don't know. Grew up in life as a soldier. And I guess that the Battle of 1999 was the last straw for some soldiers. For admirals as well. I guess. So, I guess this is a big chapter. It's a big chapter, I can tell you that for sure. And yeah, we're almost 3 hours in the recording. That's why I hesitating right now to try to do this, to go further. But well, this is gonna be a long video, so I hope you guys relax and enjoy watching this. And I hope you had something to snack on, drink, and hopefully you take my commentary to some seriousness, or if you enjoyed it. But in this case, in this loot laptop, it might be too loud for you. So I advise you to check your volume before watching the video. And I should have set that before that. So, again, it is late for me, and I'm going to end it here. So, again, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the new video. So, peace out, have an awesome weekend, or have an awesome week on a Monday or whatever. And I'll see you in the next one.